Potential leak on video games for the Nintendo Switch. This time is from Newegg. Newegg actually leaked these, apparently. Retailer listing mentions a new 3D Mario and Zelda remake remaster. Pull the tape from like 3 weeks ago. What did I say? Launch games for the Nintendo Switch. What did I say? I said a new Mario Kart. This is before the Switch reveal. A new Mario Kart, a 3D Mario, and I specifically said a remaster of a Zelda game, probably the Twilight Princess. That's what I said. And then I said, obviously, you're going to have Metroid. You need a good, strong third-party lineup to complement all of that. That's what I predicted right there. So right here, if we've seen anything come true in 2024, it's that insiders and retailers definitely had the scoop on some of the info tied to Nintendo. We saw multiple insiders get info spot on about the Switch 2, and retailers also added some listings that lined up with the titles landing on Switch and more. Wondering if that trend is set to continue 2025? Well, we've got some new retailer info today that will soon be put to the test. Retailer Newegg has a rather interesting listing on their website, and it potentially provides some details on the Nintendo software we're going to see in 2025. So it says the listing for the eShop card looks mostly normal, but the description is where things get interesting. It says the description includes a quick rundown of titles heading into Nintendo fans in 2025, and it mentions both a new 3D Mario and a remaster of The Legend of Zelda. We've got no idea where or how this information got added to Newegg's listings, but it's not like the rumors of these games are new. People have been expecting a Zelda remake remaster for quite some time, and even more people are thinking a new 3D Mario is going to debut on the Switch 2. So, I mean, that is coming from Newegg. I mean, that's a huge, huge retailer. I'm sure most of you have done business with Newegg at some point in time. And right here, there's even more details to this right here. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, a new 3D Mario, a new Mario Kart, a Legend of Zelda remake remaster, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Pokemon Legends ZA. So if this is their launch titles, this is going to be huge. This is going to be absolutely huge. And it's expected. So it's not, this is the Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't need to redefine anything. They just need to continue to capitalize off of what they have. And that's, to me, if these are the games that we're going to get, this is what they need to do. It's either going to be Mario Odyssey 2 or Galaxy 3, more than likely, unless they bring a brand new one out. But what do you think about that? You think this is legit?
Yeah, I do think it's legit. I think it'd be so funny and such a Nintendo thing to do for this A Legend of Zelda remake or remaster if they remaster Breath of the Wild for Switch 2.
I mean, it would be a Nintendo thing to do, that's for sure.
I think that'd be fucking hilarious, dude. And I think it'd probably be more likely, to be honest.
Nah, they're not going to do that. It's going to be Twilight Princess or Ocarina of Time. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be one of those two.
Okay.
They're not going to do Majora's Mask before they do Ocarina of Time. So it's not going to be Breath of the Wild, though. They're not going to do that. I guarantee it. Or Wind Waker. It could do that one. Although, didn't they? So they had the Wind Waker HD.
I liked Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker's great. Wind Waker HD was on the Wii U, right? Am I right about that? I feel like, yeah. I'm pretty sure the Wind Waker HD was on the Wii U. And Skyward Sword HD, I don't know about that one. I don't know if Skyward Sword HD is going to happen. I think Twilight Princess is the most likely. So again, let's look at this hypothetically. You got Metroid Prime 4, okay? New 3D Mario, whether that's Odyssey 2 or Galaxy 3 or a brand new one, it really doesn't matter. That's going to be a grand slam. Mm-hmm. The new Mario Kart will be the definitive driver of the system that will drive the most sales. And then you have the Legend of Zelda remake remaster, Xenoblade Chronicles, and a Pokemon game. Like, that's pretty much what you need right there.
Yep.
If you look back on the launch,
a solid lineup.
If you look back on the launch of the Nintendo Switch, the first one, it didn't have that strong of a launch with like software. It just didn't. They were not very strong. If they launched with something like this for the Switch 2, massive win. So, we'll see. But I don't know. I'm excited about it if this actually comes true, but time will
What do you
tell.
think's more likely for the Mario game? Do you think it's going to be a sequel to Odyssey or something just completely brand new with a new gimmick?
I personally, I want Galaxy 3, but I think it's more likely we get Odyssey 2. I think we get Odyssey 2. I think Odyssey 2 is the most likely one. And I think Odyssey 2 is more likely than an original 3D Mario and all new 3D Mario. Because Nintendo does like to sync things up. So if you're going to have the Nintendo Switch 2, you want to come out with Mario Odyssey.
The Odyssey 2.
That's how I look at it. I would prefer Galaxy 3, but I don't think we're going to get Galaxy 3, unfortunately.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to get Galaxy 3 to have Nintendo's answer to Astro Bot.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, did you see what Reggie said from Nintendo? Reggie actually said this. Former Nintendo of America president Reggie says, joked that the beloved PlayStation exclusive platformer Astro Bot almost outdid Nintendo at its own game.
Wow.
That's high praise. That is very high praise right there. So, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's obviously massively, heavily inspired by Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with playing off inspiration and creating your own game off of that. So I have no problem with that. But yeah, so if we get Galaxy 3, I'll be blown away if we get Galaxy 3. I just don't think we're going to get Galaxy 3, unfortunately.
I think eventually. I think in the Switch 2 life cycle, we could see it.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So, but that's the latest on that. Newegg. We'll see. Did Newegg actually accidentally, or maybe they didn't accidentally leak these games? Don't know, but they're getting a lot of traction and a lot of notoriety out of it. So
it had to have been a fuck up.
Think so?
I think so. There's no way, dude. Because if it was done on purpose, Nintendo would publicly execute those guys. Yeah,
that's true. Although, man, I mean, everybody else has leaked Nintendo Switch shit. Everybody else has leaked it for the past year. Nintendo hasn't done anything. Nintendo's got some problems.